From being the greatest military general of our modern history to being just a small prisoner of war in a very small island called Saint Helena. This is the story of Napoleon. Napoleon overthrew the Bourbon monarchy of France and became himself the mighty emperor. It was the Battle of Waterloo, the battle which was considered the last battle of Napoleon. He fought with all his will. He had a trump card in battle, which he was looking to secure for the last. But after the battle got harder and harder for Napoleon to win, he used his trump card, his most elite army, his most elite group of army. And when they rammed the battlefield, they surrendered and ran back to Napoleon. Napoleon knew that he just got defeated. It was the first time, and maybe the only time in history, that a grand alliance of United Kingdoms, Kingdom of Persia and Austria and all these other empires declared war on a single person. After getting defeated in the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon was exiled by the British Empire in a ship. He also his loyal followers was also with him. He reached the island of Saint Helena. This is where our story begins. Napoleon was often guarded with the British army. The man who was used to spy Napoleon was the British governor Hudson. Upon reaching the island, Napoleon accepted his defeat. He did not made any major attempts to escape. He previously too was exiled to an island, but he escaped from there. But this time he did not escape from the island. He was he readily accepted his defeat. His days, if we talk about his days on the island, it was very relaxing to say the least. I mean, Napoleon argued and had fight and conversations with Hudson, the British governor. He argued with him that the restrictions were too much for him to bear. He fought with him for his freedom, that and his living conditions on the island were also very worse, and he kept talking about Hudson about them. And he also, the mighty emperor of France, also received a very modest house known as Longwood. Napoleon in the island used to walk, and he also did gardening. The island was very windy. Napoleon loyal followers were with him too. Napoleon had conversations with them. He used to look around the island. He played chess and cards. He also dictated his memoir to his loyal followers for them to write it. He read history, literature, and many other classic books too. Napoleon died roughly 6 years later on the island. His original tomb was in Saint Helena, but after only 12 years, Britishers allowed the French people to take his tomb to France. His dummy one is still in the island. Some say that Napoleon died from arsenic poisoning. Some say that it was stomach ulcers. Some even suggest that he poisoned himself with arsenic intentionally. But these are all just theories, and we don't really know the exact reason. Napoleon also wrote many things, and in the history, they argue that Napoleon, Saint Helena was ironically the most important time in Napoleon life because we know all the things that we know about Napoleon is because of the memoir that he wrote in his captive days on Saint Helena.